What is going on, Hardies and Hardos?
Holy shit, Spinny. Bro, it's been a fat minute, man. It's been 2.5 months at least. What you been up to these last 2.5 months?
It's been a crazy 2.5 months, Bus. Um, Head coach at St. Olaf left, so kind of been in charge through the hiring process.
Yeah.
Hired a new head coach last week, so she started. Been good
So
so
you guys had spring practice and stuff too, right? You guys do that?
Yeah, so I ran all those things. Just me and our other assistant coach Don and the team. We balled, played a little scrimmage in River Falls. Got to go back
Oh
there.
yeah.
That was really fun. Um, got to like head coach against my old head coach, so that was like a little like
That's awesome.
full circle moment, right? Really fun situation going on there. So, yeah. So now we gotta get back to work. Things are still a little in the air with what's going on going forward, but yeah, that's where we are. So
Yeah. And you're in the midst, you're still grinding club season, right?
club is we're in this weird time with club for volleyball where like nationals don't start till like June 20th, but our last national qualifier is like April 20th. So
Oh, so you're just in practice mode right now.
yeah, so there's just this 2 months where you just practice, and then like this weekend
Right.
we're playing in
That's
like
the
a kind
grind.
of yeah, we're playing in kind of a couple of local things, right? Like this weekend and next, like to play still playing good teams, but not like big qualifiers, right? And so it's just weird, like you just practice for 2 months with like playing 6 matches. So it's just
Yeah.
very, very interesting. It reminds me of spring season for volleyball, right? Like you just practice 2 months
Yeah.
at one time. Like it kind of is like a big thing, but it's really fun because you can train a lot of stuff. You can go slower. You can teach like different like shots, like adding a lot of stuff to your bag for hitters, things like that. Like it lets you do a lot of fun things because you don't have to be like, we have to play this weekend. What do we need to execute, right? So there's a
Right.
lot of teaching and stuff, which can be fun.
Yeah, it's all the skill development stuff as opposed to the game plan situations and stuff. So that can
Yeah.
be a drag for players, though. You got to try to find ways to keep them motivated, I'm sure.
Yes, it's a lot of trying to mix fun, high energy stuff in to keep them like locked in. So, what about you though, Bus? Lots going on in the Bethany basketball world
Yeah,
in the last 2.5 months.
we did this again, dude. I don't
Dude,
know how visible these pictures are to you guys, but five
five,
of them
5 of them, huh? For you.
for me, four straight for Bethany, man. That is just insane. I don't even know what to say about it. It was an insane game. Obviously, all of you guys have probably seen by now, we won the conference championship off a buzzer beater. Just an insane back and forth game. We were losing probably 90% of that game and came back at the end and won. Threw in a little 1-3-1 zone towards the end that really threw them off their game, and we made a little comeback during that. Yeah, the buzzer beater though was crazy. If you somehow still haven't seen that, just go on social media. It's all over. It was a wild end of the season. We fell in the first round of the national tournament to Gustavus. We played pretty well. We finally I'll say it was like basically the first time we weren't really like shell shocked or scared of the moment in the national tournament. We lost by, I think the final was 18, and we were down basically around that at halftime. So it was basically tied in the second half, and most of that spread was from the last 8 minutes of the first half. So really, it was basically a tied game for 32 of the 40 minutes. So I thought we played pretty well in that game, especially considering Gustavus was a host school in the national tournament. They were a 1 seed. They were 28-2 or whatever insane record they had when we played them. So overall, I thought it was a great season. Now we had zero seniors, so we turned everybody to roster, and we've had some good recruits, good transfers come in. So next year is going to be a very good season, I think.
Yeah, I was impressed by like players on your team have bet on the team when they've won the conference championship, but like not a lot of
Right.
contributing winners from this year, and they just did it again, the same thing that the last group has done. So that's
Yeah.
a pretty
Like I've
cool.
said on this pod, we had one returner from last season, and we lost 90%. Look at the box score. We lost 90% of our points, rebounds, and assists from last season to
Yeah,
this, or 2 seasons ago to this past season. And so, yeah, for everyone just to gel together that quickly was crazy. But that's a credit to our our head coaches, obviously Pat Garvin, Brandon Plesky, and then the players themselves, obviously, to buy in like that quickly, and that's a huge credit to the players for sure.
And Jack Bustler, this man will never give his own self credit, but the staff of the coaches as a whole is credit to those.
I have completed the Infinity Glove, man. They call me Thanos at Bethany now, dude.
Thanos is crazy, man. He can't even pronounce this guy's name. He's trying to be who he is.
Thanos, whatever, dude.
Come on, Thanos is crazy, bro.
The Infinity Stones are complete, bro. That's all you need to know, man.
Trying to be nice to this guy, and he brings out Thanos on me. Holy shit! This is crazy behavior. All right, Bus. What do we, now that we've talked about ourselves and been super arrogant for a few minutes, what else do we got on the docket for today's pod?
We have a lot, obviously, NBA related stuff as we're in the heat of the playoffs here. But since it's been 2.5 months, we got to recap briefly some other stuff too. So I think we need to hear from Jack and just get this thing rolling.
Let's do it.
Man, Spinny, it's been so long. Before we dive into this NBA stuff, I want to get your thoughts quickly on some of the things that we've missed. Let's go. March Madness, UConn, Michigan. Michigan wins. What was that bracket, the tournament, a little surprising to you? Did it play out how you thought it would? What are some quick overall thoughts of the March Madness tournament?
Pretty chalk. I think what NIL has done is made it more chalk, but it's also made the Elite Eight and on a lot cooler because there's a lot less like 9 seed getting demolished or like Villanova beating Oklahoma by friggin' 40 in the final. You know, there's a lot less of that stuff going on, but also like I think we're seeing a lot less upsets at the beginning as well. So I think there's like pros and cons to it. Obviously the upset part is fun, but I also like really good games that matter. So I don't know.
The one thing that's like kind of annoyed me on social media, I feel like people just like every year complain. First they complain about how chalk it is. And then we have 4 1 seeds 2 years ago in the Final Four. And it's like the highest viewed Final Four and championship ever, basically. So it's like, I don't know why you're complaining about it being so chalk and then you're still tuning in and watching it. And meanwhile, when it wasn't so chalk and we had San Diego State in the championship versus whoever the hell it was, when it was, I don't even remember what seeds they were. You know what I'm talking about, though. That was like the least viewed championship of all time.
Yeah.
So it's like you clearly don't care about the upsets if you're not going to watch those type of games. So
people
I thought it was pretty chalk too.
People be lying for sure.
Yeah, people be lying.
Don't be telling me you don't want it to be chalk and then not watch 9 seeds against 4 seeds in the ship. Like you can't have it both ways. Exactly. And I do think, like, at the end of the day, it's probably better to have the first 2 rounds be chalk and have better games. Like, if I had to pick between the two, that's probably gun to my head what I would go with, I think.
Yeah. I know it ended up being a blowout, but like Michigan, Arizona, you know what I mean? Like that was supposed to be an elite game. Like I agree with you. The matchups are just better if the top seeds just make it farther.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it's true. Last thing I'll say, though, is poor Terrence Reed, man. That man was on Michigan during UConn's 2 championships, transferred to UConn, and missed out on that championship. He missed out on 3 championships, Spinny.
Tough.
Terrible timing for him.
That is tough.
How about, we're not huge golf guys, but Rory, dude, back-to-back Masters, man.
Shout out to some of my club parents. Got to hang out with them and watch the Masters in Kansas City in that beautiful little opening, that little the P&L, beautiful little. They were just playing it on that big screen, you know.
Yeah,
what I'm talking about. Yep. So that was sick.
That is sick.
Rory's comeback was unreal. I mean, I think like I do not think before last year he makes that comeback. Truly, like
Right.
he can attribute that to having won it
Well, it
because
was like a full Rory tournament too. Like he had a 6-stroke
yeah,
lead at one point and
yeah,
blew it, and then came back and won. Like,
we thought he was gonna Rory it, and then apparently the new Rorying it is coming back now. Now he's like
right.
flipped the script on himself. He's
Yeah.
pulled the he has pulled the post 2011 LeBron, where it's like everyone was like, this is choke artist supreme national, and now it's like this guy's dropping 50, 13, and 13 in the finals. So that's what we're
What a
talking.
what a metaphor.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it was. It was. It was. How about the NFL draft, Spinny? What'd you think? Any like real surprises to you across the NFL, and what were your thoughts about the
I
Vikings
don't
selection,
not a
especially the
ton of
first round pick?
surprise. I love the Caleb Downs pick. Um,
That dude is so good. He should have been for sure a top 10 pick.
Ty Simpson kind of blew my mind.
That blew my
Um,
mind.
I just think I don't know. To me, it seems like McVay learned from the guy that he was teaching and might have pulled the KOC on this one, and just like thought he could do more with less. And I just don't know if that's going to happen. But who knows? Ty Simpson is probably going to be an MVP at some point. Those two in LA have made great decisions the whole time they've been there, so I can't dog it. But
Yeah,
seems
but Alabama quarterbacks have just been so good in the NFL, though.
yeah, and the best one is now turned into he's went from really good to Mac Jones now. So it's like now you don't even have one anymore. You don't even have a case. Like Jalen Hurts was like holding you up, and now it's
Yeah, I
over.
don't want to slander the guy Ty Simpson too much, but I just didn't see it in college, man, to warrant a first round draft pick. I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost like an Anthony Richardson type situation in terms of like starts, right? Like he only basically started one season in college. I just don't think he has enough reps. Now, obviously, learning from Matt Stafford, an MVP and Super Bowl champion, and Sean McVay, a genius offensive mind, those are all great things. But he's still not getting reps this first year. So, like, ultimately, you're not going to improve unless you're getting on-field reps. We saw that from JJ McCarthy. His was a little different. He had an injury, but still, like, I still think you need valuable reps. Even Mahomes, like, he had started more in college, at least when he sat.
I I also just don't like what does Ty Simpson do that's like holy crap that's good.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Yeah.
that's the only thing. Like even these guys that had to sit, right? Like Mahomes was like, holy crap, this guy can throw it any, can just be mobile and throw it on the run and do any of those things. Josh Allen was like, holy crap, this guy can throw it 8,500 yards. Even Joe Burrow was like, holy crap, this guy's so accurate that he's gonna be good. Like there's
Right.
just hard for me to see like a thing with Ty Simpson where I'm like, yeah, he's got that. Even lower scale, even Herbert, even Drake May, like those guys all have something that they're like, I'm top tier at this. I just don't
Right.
see that from Ty Simpson in any way, which makes me think he's got a ceiling of how good he's going to be.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. NBA Spinny, man, it was a wild NBA regular season. Let's just make some comments on things that surprised us this year because I feel like there was a lot of them, and I will start it off with the guy Bam Adebayo scoring fucking 83 points. Spinny,
That's insane.
what
And
did you
like,
think? What did you think of when that happened?
honestly, that was crazy. I just freaked out when I'm like, did they mistype this?
Right.
And then
Did you think he deserved the slander or like the heat,
I
the
saw
team, the
50, I
coach?
saw it I saw it 50-50 on like the fouling the other team to like have them
Yeah,
shoot
that is
free
wild.
throws, like that stuff, like whatever. But also part of that to me shows me how good of a guy Bam Adebayo is and how good of a teammate he is
Right.
and how hard he works and how much he cares and like because like your
For
teammates
sure.
ain't doing that shit for you unless like you've earned that, and I
Yeah.
think that's like a thing that I saw from that. Do I think he didn't really deserve the slander for that, in my opinion.
Correct.
And then the Wizards deserved more slander also, I
Exactly.
thought, than him. And I thought it was like a real, like, showing of what tanking has become. Like, we're not going to double him. We're not going to double him.
They didn't start doubling him until 6 minutes left in the game. 6 minutes left. He already had the stat was 70 or 71 points he had by the time they started doubling him. 70 points, Spinny. What are we doing, bro?
And had like 12 in a playoff game the other night, and they started doubling him. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I just, like, to get that far without, like, an adjustment is unreal.
Yeah. They just let it happen, basically.
Yeah.
Just insane. They also had fouls, too. Like, they were hacking the shit out of him. I know he shot 1,000,000 free throws, set the NBA record for most made free throws and most free throws attempted in a game. I saw a montage of every foul that occurred. I would say 80 to 90% of them were fouls.
Yeah.
They were just hacking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So he earned most of those free throws. I hate to say it to people that tried to slander that, but at the end of the day, you look at the record book, it says Bam Adebayo, second place, second most points of all time. Wow. That just blows my mind. Just think about Spinny 30 years from now. We might look at the record books and there's a Bam Adebayo second all time in scoring in a game.
Every time that comes up.
A guy who's not a scorer. He doesn't score.
No, not a scorer. Like, I bet you does he average 20 a game for his career?
I would be shocked if he did, because he didn't this year. It was like 18, 19 a game this year.
Yeah. So that's where it's like, I don't know. But either way, that's crazy. Every time we look back now on that, every time it comes up, it's going to be Bam Adebayo there.
Yeah. Wild. You got it? You got one?
Ooh. My first one is thank you to the Nuggets for choosing to not win that game. And I can't believe that happened and that we actually benefited from it.
They chose to win the game.
Or they chose to win the game. Sorry.
Yeah.
The Spurs lost.
The Spurs lost. They needed to win.
Right. Yeah. Thank you to the Spurs for losing that game, Moppy.
What were they doing there, bro?
Dude.
Like
16.2 career average for Bam.
16?
16.2 career average.
This man scored 83.
Unreal. I mean, I'll bring it up even though I don't want to talk about this team because I'm still bitter. I mean, the C's winning 57 games without Jason Tatum, that was pretty unreal.
That was very unreal, especially considering their over-under was at 42.5. Spinny, you locked that shit over. That was one of our best. That was one of the best picks we had. Looking at the sheet here, yeah. The other one would be like, I locked the Spurs over, but we all picked them over.
You two picked Boston under, am I correct?
We did.
Yeah, under Spurs. 42. Yeah.
Spurs, we all went over 43.5. I locked it. They won 60 games.
Yeah.
There was a lot of jumps like that. It was wild. There was Risers 45.5. Pistons, they won 60. Suns. Yeah, I think we all of us went under on the Pistons. Suns 30.5. They went 45 and 37.
That's crazy.
Suns, looks like you went over, Spinny.
I believe in the Suns.
Hornets 27.5. They went 44 and 38. We all went under on the Hornets.
Why did I go under on the Hornets? That was such a stupid take.
Because they sucked.
Yeah, but
what had they done to warrant?
But 27. Come on, I should have known that.
I should have supposed. I suppose. Fallers, Spinny 48.5 for the Warriors. They went 37 and 45. The Mavs went 40, or Mavs at 40.5. They went 26 and 56. Oof. Bucks 42.5. They went 32 and 50. You locked that over.
I locked that over?
Yeah.
Jeez.
We all went over, but you locked it over. Pacers 36.5. They went 19 and 63. You and Jax went over on the Pacers at 36.5.
What? Also, Bucks would have went over if Giannis didn't get hurt. They were looking good at that time. I will.
Well, yeah, some of these make sense, right? Like Curry, they missed it by 11 games. Curry missed how many games, and Jimmy Butler missed the whole season.
Yeah.
Right. It's like the Bucks, obviously, with Giannis. The Mavs decided to trade AD, and he wasn't healthy anyways. Obviously, a lot of going over on them was tied to AD playing there the whole year.
Yeah.
So some of that stuff makes sense, but overall, Spinny, you and Jack's tied at 13-30. I went 12-30. So not very good this year.
Not very good. Under 500 for the boys.
I will admit, I don't know why I did this, but I locked 1, 2, 4. I made 7 locks. I don't know why I did that. I missed 3 of them. I went 4 and 7 on locks. The 3 I missed were all by half a game. Sweet. 19.5 Nets under. They had 20 wins. 53.5 Knicks over. They had 53 wins. And Hawks 46.5. They had 46 wins. Love it.
Love.
Speaking of Pistons, though, one of the biggest risers, Pistons being the 1 seed was a huge shock for me this regular season.
Yeah. I thought Knicks were pretty locked into that.
Knicks or Cavs, you would think. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just the random awfulness of the East, and the Knicks did that with Cade missing time, right? Too.
Yeah.
And
season.
What's this guy's name that's making playoff contributions now?
Dennis Jenkins.
Yeah, dude. What the heck? Dennis Jenkins is just freaking Isaiah Thomas from the Celtics. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, what did Dennis have? Dennis had 12 points, 7 boards, 3 assists last night in the game 1 win.
I like Dennis Jenkins, man, and he did a good job. Jalen Duren needs to step up if they're going to win this series, but we'll talk about that later. Really good.
I can't believe we've gone this far without mentioning that a rookie led the NBA in 3-pointers made this year. Spinny, what on earth?
And then the guy that was second was on his own team.
Yeah, 2 Hornets.
Hornets too. Khan, great year. I think there is a real case where he should have won Rookie of the Year. I mean, I think you and I have talked a lot about how we thought it was really close, and we both would have taken Cooper Flag, but it was really close. I thought there was a lot of weird discussion about this award on both directions. Like I heard people on both sides say it was not even close, both on the Coop side and on the Con side.
Yeah, how does that make any sense?
Yeah, I was like, if you don't think this is close, you're not watching the games.
It's like one of the best races we've ever had.
Yeah. Like, there's so many arguments with like, yeah, Khan's making a bunch of threes, but he's on a team with a bunch of guys that drive and pass him the ball. So, like, he's sitting in the corner playing Kyle Korver. Like, yeah, it's awesome, and no rookie's ever done it, and it's really good. But, like, Coop's the one running the whole offense. And you saw by the end of the year, like, the crazy improvement he had and the
50-point game
numbers he had, you know.
The dude really had a 50-point game as a teenager.
Yeah.
Cooper's going to be absolutely ridiculous in this league, bro. He's going to be an absolute bona fide superstar.
You think so? You're completely confident in that?
I've never seen a 19-year-old score 50 points in a game. I know that much.
Yeah.
I just think
what his ceiling is.
Right. I just don't. His only real weakness is 3-point shooting. Otherwise, he can do literally everything else.
Yeah.
He can pass, he can guard, he can rebound. Like, he's pretty good at everything. So, I
just don't know if I have a comp. Like,
right. I don't know if there's a comp really either.
Because comps in my head are like, I don't know, Carlos Boozer, but like that seems ridiculously low, right? Like, I'm just thinking playing style. Like is KG a comp? Like, that's another one.
KG, again, I think makes more sense. Yeah.
Again, they play such a different way, and Coop obviously has the handling. Like, we've just never seen a guy, I don't know, with this much ability to run the show, but still like not, like you said, he's not a real great like pull up 3-point shooter. He's not like whatever. Maybe like he's not as skilled passing as like the Magic LeBron types, but he's pretty good at it. Not quite that good, but he's probably a better rebounder than those guys. So
He's
it's
probably like LeBron light. Like
I mean, yeah,
it's kind of similar to LeBron, how LeBron
yeah,
played early in his career.
yeah. That's a tough comparison for anybody, but
Yeah, you don't. I'm
you're
not trying to throw that out. I don't want to compare him to a top 2 player of all time.
yeah,
That's tough.
top three, but yeah.
Okay, now you're just trying to troll me. So, all right. Last thing I want to say about the regular season, Spinny. We already talked about it, but the craziest story was the KD burner scandal, dude.
Crazier than the Kawhi scandal.
Oh, actually, I forgot about the aspiration shit. Oh,
Yeah,
and
dude.
that still hasn't been decided yet either.
What is it ever, or is it just gonna be this long, like whimsical thing that never gets decided?
Yeah, I mean, shit, they better get that decided this offseason, right? Like, my God, they've been investigating for like 6 to 8 months now.
It's unreal.
But everything that's coming out, it's pretty well known within the Rockets organization that was his real burner. That was actually KD. Apparently, there was an Athletic article that came out that talked about all the rifts that happened between the teammates and all the drama. But the team just like made a pact about keeping it in house and not talking about it. That's why you never saw Sengun or any of these guys that were talked about on the burner saying anything to the media about it. But that's also why KD has never once said, "No, it's not me." He's never said those words. If it wasn't him, I don't know why you wouldn't just simply say, "That's not me."
Yeah, I mean, it's sus. It's so sus.
It's sus.
I didn't know that there actually had been internal, but you could tell. Holy crap! Like how they played after that was unreal, different from before. Like
bunch of individuals out there after that.
They didn't have any offense.
No.
And how does KD make your offense worse? That's never happened in the history of ever. Yeah. He's literally never made a team's offense worse ever in his career. I just don't. I refuse to believe that that's play related more than vibes and attitude related.
Yeah, 100%. NBA awards, we've had some announced. We're still waiting on Coach of the Year and MVP. I believe Coach of the Year is next week. I believe MVP is the week after that. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But Wemby, unanimous DPOY. I'm only bringing this up. Everyone knew this was happening. I'm only bringing this up because that is the first ever unanimous DPOY, Spinny, and he is also the youngest ever DPOY. So this man is in store for
ever unanimous, huh?
Yes, and also the youngest DPOY at 22 years old. He is in for a lot of these throughout his career.
The fact that Hakeem never won a unanimous DPOI is crazy. I don't know.
That's pretty criminal, right?
Who are people voting for in 94 and 95?
Bro, there was a year where Rodman won it, and Hakeem averaged 6 stocks a game, and Rodman won DPOI.
Yeah.
With like 2.5 stocks a game.
Yeah.
Logic.
Yeah.
Logic. Keldon, 6th man of the year.
Underrated, bro. Love
Who?
you. Hakeem. Best defender.
Hakeem is so good.
Best
unreal. Keldon, 6th man of the year. That one shocked you. I think it should have gone to Jaime.
It's fine. I thought that was a debatable one both ways. I thought both people had a case. Obviously, the Spurs had a much better record and team overall. So,
right. Flag, Rookie of the Year. We already talked about that. SGA, Clutch Player of the Year. I still don't even know how the hell they based that award off of.
The clutch stats. That's what I hate about this award. Is like,
is it like totals though? It must be totals, right?
Yeah, or averages. Either way, SGA was just above everybody else. So
because like Ant had better shooting percentage in the clutch.
I just know
SGA had more points.
Yeah.
Either way, he's deserving. I'm not saying he isn't, but our man Spinny, the last award, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Most Improved. That makes my heart happy. That makes my heart happy and my heart sad, bro. Because man, if he was on our team still.
Well, if he was on our team still, we wouldn't have even been fair, really, as a team. I don't think we make the IO trade, obviously, if he's still here, probably. But
and we wouldn't have
presently constructed with Nah, it would be like almost.
That wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Spinny. Let's just dive into the playoffs here. First round, Pistons beat Magic, come back down from 3-1. Your Celtics blow a 3-1 lead to the 76ers. The Knicks beat the Hawks in 6, and the Cavs beat the Raptors in 7. Any takeaways from that first round series in the East? You want to talk? You want to vent about your season?
Credit, before I complain, credit to Joel Embiid. Made a huge difference in that
For
series.
sure.
Really, looks like himself. And as much as I sports hate the guy, I do feel for him in the fact that he probably has the worst injury luck in the history of the league as far as
Pretty
someone
bad.
who actually is still playing and who's at MVP level. Unreal for him. So it was good to see him play that well. I thought Maxey played well. I thought George and Edgecombe looked very good defensively. I thought they did good things. I thought Nick Nurse coached well. You cannot run an NBA team like a baseball team in the playoffs.
Like a baseball team.
You cannot be Billy Bean analytic nerd nation guy. And you're talking to the guy that loves that shit, but you can't do that in the playoffs. I'm going to relate this to Minnesota because I think Finch has done a great job putting this in. And as much as we've roasted Finch on this pod, I give him
Finch has been great. Yeah.
We drove the lane over and over and over and over and over and over and over last night or on Monday. And we got blocked 15 times by one guy. And we still drove it over and over and over again. And the Celtics refused to drive the lane on Joel or at all. Why? I need Jaylen Brown to take 10 of those McDaniels midi pull-ups contested all day long. All day long. Tatum too. Take a midi for once. Stop with the contested step back baloney. And I also understand Pritchard and Hauser and friggin' Lefty Shireman, those guys, are 3-point guys, and that's what they're gonna do. Fine. But Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum not driving and kicking or trying to take shots outside of their game plan Hummett 3-pointers are to blame for that loss. And that's what it is. You gotta it was part of the reason they lost last year. I mean, the Tatum injury obviously was a thing, but they probably weren't winning that series anyway. And as much as Joe Maz has won the championship, huge credit for that.
Probably going to win Coach of the Year too. Even
probably going to win Coach of the Year. What he did during the regular season was awesome, and that's why I don't want to hate on this too much. You can do that during the regular season; it works great. It works great over 82 games. It works awesome with how regular season basketball is played. But in the playoffs, in certain matchups, you have to change what you're doing. You have to do things differently. You can still have your identity of shooting threes and trying to get back to that at the end of the day. But when your threes aren't falling for multiple games in a row and you still are let's go back to the well, it's just hard for me to not blame you for that win. Now, the flopping by the Sixers was also insane. I agree with Jaylen Brown. But the fact that, that's not the cause of the loss of this series.
Correct. Another thing with Missoula is he just went away from all those bench guys. They played such key roles in the regular season to getting them that 2 seed. He basically punted on Shireman, basically punted on Jordan Walsh, these guys that would come in and just bring energy and swing little, 6 to 10 point runs. They barely even played this series. He just straight up just punted on that. I didn't really understand that aspect either. And to be that good of a coach in the regular season and then to just be brutally outcoached by Nick Nurse in the first round is crazy to me.
I agree to the perspective of too. We played Tatum 37, 39, 40, 42.
Exactly.
He played he played all 5 games above 37 minutes. It's really? That's I agree. Throw Jordan Walsh in for 10 minutes and see or 5 minutes and see what he can do. Finch did that against freaking Denver, and we won on it. There was moments last night too where why is TSJ in the game? This man's ass has been on the bench so long that freaking it's got his numbers in the seat, and we're just like, let's bring him out against freaking the second best team in the league, and he's just like, yeah, I'll score 20. Why not? Frick it. So like, I'm in the same boat. Like when you needed those moments, I thought Maz could have made better calls, and I just think the last 2 years have showed that your ceiling, it might be higher when you play like they do, but your floor is
Right.
way lower.
Correct.
And before the championship year with Ime and with Brad, like they were in the conference finals every year, every single year for like
Yeah.
what, 7 years in a row. So it's like,
Yeah.
they didn't quite get over the hump, maybe, but they weren't losing in the first round, and they certainly weren't losing to fucking Philly. That's for sure. So that is just
What was that stat you told me the other day about losing to Philly in the playoffs? The Celtics.
1982 last time Boston lost the playoff series to Philly.
That is wild. Also, betting odds wise, this was like the 5th or 6th worst upset in the NBA since 1988. The Celtics were plus 800, bro, to win the series.
They had no business losing this series.
Yeah, that is tough, especially when you're up 3-1, man. It's not like it was like back and forth like every other game.
No,
you win, lose. Nope. You go up 3-1 and then lose. Also, 3 of the games you lose are at home. How do you lose 3 home games, bro?
A 3-point shooting team like them with the home crowd in a playoff game 3 times to lose and to be ice cold. Like, again, that's where it's like, why are you doing the same thing? Once you see that it's not falling, like, make a change. Those games weren't blowouts either. It's not like it was over, right? These were competitive games through most of it, where it was like, if you made a change to the shot selection ideas, like, we could actually do something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Pistons, also 3-1 comeback, 2 of them in the same freaking round in the East. Wild. Spinny, was that more Pistons? Pistons doing their thing, finally being the 1 seed that we thought they were, or is it Magic straight choke job? Obviously, to me, I think it's a little of both. When the Magic out here missing 24 straight shots, how's that even possible?
What were they up in that game? 27?
I think it got to 24.
Yeah.
Either way, it was 22-point lead at halftime. I know that.
Yeah. That's a choke job.
And they scored 19 points in the second half. 19. In 24 minutes of basketball.
The Pistons played better, and I'm pretty impressed with Cade, to be honest.
Oh, my God. Cade was so good in those last 3 games.
Yeah, he's been unreal. But you scoring, like, the Magic could have lost that series and their coach wouldn't have got fired. Scoring 19 in the second half of a game that you're up 22 is inexcusable behavior. Just not. You're just getting fired. Like, if that's what your team comes out with, you're just getting fired.
Yeah, he already did get fired yesterday, I believe.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Franz being in and out was big for the Magic as well.
Yes.
Like, he's key, especially in that Detroit matchup.
Yeah, definitely. If they had Franz, I feel like they probably could have closed out the series, but then we're just talking ifs, so who knows? Knicks, Hawks, I mean, that went pretty much how I expected. The Knicks don't know how to finish series in less than 6 games ever, and I mean, they lost 2 games, but both of those losses were by 1 point. So, like, really, the Knicks didn't play that bad.
No, and the Hawks did a lot of good things, and then obviously Game 6 was like unreal.
Was it like 60-19 at one point?
It was 60-19, yeah.
Dude, we had that game, and then the Magic missing 24 straight shots. What kind of first round shit are we watching, bro? Like, these are insane games.
They were crazy.
I will admit, though, the Raptors surprised me a little bit. They played a lot better in the postseason than I expected them to, and Scotty Barnes, dude, is legit.
Yeah.
Is he top 20? It's close.
Yeah.
With those performances.
Calling him legit, I think, is a little bit ahead of schedule, but.
You think so?
Well.
Why is that? Just
I
because it's
think
the first playoffs really we've seen.
yeah, I also think like there's a chance he's like, I don't know, like Al Jefferson level or something, like pretty good, but not like, like what is like, I don't know. I think I'm just not sure how high Scotty Barnes' ceiling is. That's all.
That's
That's
fair.
all I mean. I think he's gonna be like maybe Chris Middleton. Is a Chris Middleton level a good like? Is he ever get above that? Like, and Chris Middleton was good. I'm not like but like how high does Scotty Barnes actually get? I was impressed with him in this series, and also we saw the classic James Harden behavior that the
Yes, we
Cavs were
did.
going to get, and this is why this trade was hard for me. Game 5 looked really awesome, classic, really good in Game 5s. Game 6 and 7, big game James came out, so 3 for 9 in Game 7. So all I'm saying, I just don't trust the Cavs based off of that series and Harden's performance. Like
Yeah,
they're
I
going to
mean,
compete, but
yeah. Spider's got to play way better for them to beat the Pistons, like than he did in the Raptors game. He plays like he did in the Raptors series. They're not beating the Pistons.
also I don't know if Evan Mobley's ever going to be that impressive.
No, I've given up on that ceiling of his.
Yeah, the offense has just never developed.
Yeah.
Now again, like is he a Dennis Rodman guy, or like that type of situation? Like I'm not throwing that out like where he can be really good in his own way. I just think his ceiling has gotten lower and lower and lower over time.
Yeah. 100%. Scotty Barnes, Spinny. Throw some respect on his name. 24, 9, and 6 series average with 3 stocks a game.
All right.
24, 9, and 6, bro. On 51, 38, 80 splits. 38 from 3. He only shot threes a game, but
Yeah. He did a good job this series. I think he looked great. I think his ceiling is lower than legit.
fine. Fair enough. Okay. Spinny, before we move on to these Eastern semifinals. The teams that lost: Magic, Celtics, Hawks, Raptors. What should they do in the offseason? I think Raptors, Hawks, you basically stand pat. I don't see a reason to switch up those rosters crazily. I mean, maybe try to shed one of those giant contracts in Toronto. Other than that, I feel like they played higher than their expectations. So I wouldn't really change much. I think the real question though is the Celtics and Magic. Did they do something drastic?
You got to try to get rid of your boy Jakob's contract on Toronto.
Why
But
did they do that?
dude,
No
I
one
will
wanted
never
him.
understand that one at all. I mean, he's probably sleeping like a baby at night knowing they signed him to that, but
Oh yeah.
credit to him getting that thing done. Hawks could add like a score, like a CJ McCollum. It could be McCollum for, somebody else. Like that could be a thing. I feel like that they could upgrade on. Like, is Kyrie Irving something that makes sense for them, or like something in that range, just a little bit more of a score than CJ consistently wise. The
Hey,
Magic, go ahead.
don't forget the Hawks do have the Pelicans pick
Oh,
because of that insane Derek Queen trade. So they might be getting freaking AJ DeBanza or
yep.
Darren Peterson or one of these dudes to add to that roster as well.
And in that case, then they're staying pat. The Magic can't really do anything
They traded all their picks already, yeah.
for Desmond Bain.
Do
So
they trade Franz or Paulo? That's what I mean about drastic, though. Is it time to switch this core up?
if you're gonna trade somebody, it's Franz, and I just don't know if that makes any sense, really. I still believe in Paulo. I do. I know there's been some rough moments and some up and down attitude stuff, but like he was going toe to toe with Cade in this
Yeah, he
series.
was good. He was good.
So, like I still believe in Paulo.
I would stop Franz around, honestly. I just don't know if that's pair really works together. They're like so similar in the fact that they're not really shooters. And
Yeah.
they're both kind of ISO scorers. Like the lane just gets so clogged with them out there. And It's just like a lot of like solo ball, hero ball type offense. I don't
Kind of
know.
get it. It depends on what you're getting, right? Like,
Right. Obviously.
would the Spurs give you like Harper or Castle? Like, that would be a thing I obviously would be interested in. Or Fox, maybe even. I think Fox is a fine. Like, the Magic needs some freaking speed and a point guard that can like get a good shot. I don't know.
Yeah. What about, to me, they're pretty similar tiered players. What about just like a swap Franz for Trey Murphy? Then you actually have some shooting there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a I think both teams could potentially be interested in that, especially if the Pelicans get rid of Zion.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we've thought that for how many years now? So we'll see.
Yeah, but at some point it's got to happen. Boston needs some size. Like that's it, really.
Clearly. Yeah.
Like, so
They're gonna trade Jaylen Brown or no?
no, no, no.
Hey, I saw Bill Simmons speculated on it, man.
I get it. I get why. He did have a weird quote about like this was his most fun season. So like don't love that. But also like no. Tatum and Brown are great together. Keep them, please.
Yeah, I think you would take a trade request from Jalen.
Yeah.
They're not going to just trade him otherwise.
Mm.
First
And
round
at that
series,
point, if a trade request from Brown comes, then you just swap Brown for Giannis. Because the Bucks
would probably do that.
The Bucks are doing that.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
They definitely would. I mean,
yeah.
Honestly, I think Jaylen Brown's more valuable right now than Giannis. Like the Bucks might have to put something else in that trade. I do think that.
Yeah, I mean, Giannis got to prove that he can actually play.
That's what I mean with his injury history and stuff. Like I just think Brown's more valuable right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Pistons up 1-0 on the Cavs. Knicks up 1-0 on the 76ers. Pistons won by 10 yesterday. The Knicks absolutely destroyed the Sixers in game 1. Spinny pre-series, I picked the Knicks in 6, and I picked the Cavs in 6. What were your pre-series thoughts? What do you think about game 1? What do you think going forward?
Yeah, sorry, I texted you these pre-series thoughts. So let me make sure I'm locked in on what I said. We're just gonna rip it. I think the Sixers are still gonna win. I'm pretty sure I picked Knicks pre-series, but I kind of like the matchup that the Sixers give. This Embiid Cat thing is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna go Sixers in 7 in that one. And then I think the Cavs are gonna get it done. I like their experience. Mitchell's been in the playoffs a lot. So I'm gonna say Cavs in 7 as well in that one. So I'm going to pick both game 1 losers in the East, which is probably not the smartest.
Yeah, but as they always say, man, series don't start till road team wins, right? So the home team just defended their home court in game 1, so it wasn't really anything crazy. Now, if these teams go up 2-0, yeah, then might be a little issue here. But I just think like with the Pistons Cavs, like all those offensive woes the Pistons had, I think the Cavs and Magic are pretty similar defensively. And I feel like the offensive woes, they're not going to get away with that type of shit against a good offensive team like the Cavs. You're not going to have the Cavs miss 24 straight fucking shots and score 19 points in the second half of a game. Like, that's just never going to happen.
Cavs offense is good.
The offense is good, but, man, you're getting production from Tobias Harris. Duncan Robinson last night had, like, damn near 20 points. So if you're getting production from these like tertiary scores, then they could definitely still win. Yeah, 19 points for Duncan Robinson last night.
I am going to change my pick. Sorry,
What?
This wasn't pre-series, but I am going to change my pick based off of the news that just came across.
What?
Embiid out tonight. The Knicks are going to win the series. The Sixers had to win one of these two in New York at the beginning, and that obviously I don't think is going to happen without Embiid tonight. So
good thing I picked Knicks in 6 no matter what. What happened to him? Knee?
I don't know. I just saw Shamsi coming across. Ankle and hip injuries. So
Ankle and hip. Okay.
yeah.
I've never heard of those, so those are new. Well, speaking of that series, I just feel like that's really just coming down to Tyrese versus Jalen Brunson, right? I feel like neither team has a guy that can guard either of those players. So whoever's going to play better, I feel like is definitely got the edge.
Yeah. I just feel like Cat, OG, and McHale is a lot better than Edgecombe, George, and now whoever. Like without Embiid, I
Right.
just don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of Edgecombe, though, God, is he a freaking dude?
He's good, man.
He's good.
He has not looked too big for the moment. He's been playing the
No.
same as he was in the regular season. Like big credit to him. I think he's gonna be good. Like I think the fringe all-star tier 3-and-D guy is probably where I see him. Maybe a little bit better than that, but
It was an extraordinary rookie class, man. Dylan Harper is legit, too. Like, just that top four is insane. They still got a bunch of depth, like Ace Bailey, Derek Queen, Jeremiah Fears, all these other guys were solid this year, too. So, crazy rookie class. You got any other thoughts on the East, or let's jump to the West?
I think if the Knicks don't win the East, they're gonna do something drastic, like trade Cat or Brunson. Honestly,
100%. They'll finally, I think, try to be all in on Giannis.
because they have no excuse for not winning the East, especially without Boston. They got no
Zero excuse.
You can't lose to the Cavs or the Pistons if you're the Knicks with the how the teams match up, and yeah, no. So
no, you can't. I fully agree. West, Thunder sweep the Suns. Spurs, gentlemen, sweep the Blazers. Wolves, obviously, we dubbed the Nuggets in 6. Let's go. Lakers beat the Rockets in 6 after being up 3-0. Pretty chalk, in my opinion, other than, I guess, no one. I mean, a lot of, like, national people picked the Rockets, but I never thought the Rockets were going to, like, run away with this series. So that was kind of chalk in my eyes because their offense is just so horrendous.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a 50-50 series, but I didn't envision like Luka not coming back and them going up 3-0 and those things. Like
no,
but yeah, I took the Lakers. I have the Lakers taking the Thunder to 7. So like I believe in the Lakers, but I don't know why people were so hype on the Rockets. Like they hadn't played good in 2 months.
I don't think it was more about the Rockets. It was just more they were just so hyper focused on Luka and Reeves.
Yeah. That's fair.
Now, Spinny, tell the Hardies and Hardos who you don't have faith in. That's right. I know you picked the Nuggets over the Wolves, and I know you're picking the Spurs over the Wolves. So let's hear it.
True, I did pick the Nuggets over the Wolves.
And I picked Wolves in 6. I told y'all exactly how the series was going to play out.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. You got me. You got me. I'm right here. You didn't.
I got you and Al Travis on the radio.
I can't believe you actually thought the Wolves were going to win the series, though, going in. Honestly, like I just couldn't.
The lack of defense. The lack of defense for the Nuggets, man. That just really like showed true. Like they just can't guard.
Yeah, Jaden said it. Bunch of cones over there. I love Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, I have not. Let's take a moment for that, please.
Before we go to the Spurs, I'll talk the Spurs thing later. I wanted to trade Jaden this whole time. I thought not putting Jaden in the Rudy trade was surprising, and like I was like, ugh. We would not be where we are without Jaden McDaniels, and part of me wants to see us get rid of Randall and give Jaden a shot as the 2. That's how far I'm at right now with Jaden.
I agree, dude. Like his mid-range is just so money, bro.
It's cool. Like I don't throw this out there easily because this might be like the best shot for one person ever, but it is like in the Kawhi mid-range level.
100%. Yes.
But it's like every time he takes it, I just know it's going in, and it's super contested. The guy's hand's right here, but it's like I just every time I think it's going in. Every time.
There's been a lot of current and former NBA players that they were a little hesitant to make the comparison, but they compared Jaden to early years Kawhi. I've seen it on a lot of different player pods that talk about that. So the aura game, Spinny, to talk your shit like that and then immediately score 25 points or whatever it was, and then
30, I think.
oh whatever, was it 30 in that game too? Because obviously it was
No,
30
30
in
was
game
in the
7.
closeout game.
Yeah, 30 and 10, and just absolutely clamped fucking Jamal's shit.
Jamal, 29% in the series when guarded by Jaden.
Get cooked.
Unreal defense from Jaden McDaniels. Credit to Io. Obviously, that trade was great. Won us a game in that series. And I don't know when this switch flipped either, but frick. And I talk so much shit about this situation, but the Wolves won the Rudy Gobert trade.
Rudy Gobert, dude,
played so good against Jokic.
Oh my god,
so good.
I was texting some people. I was like, shit, do I like Rudy Gobert now? Gone from my least favorite player in the NBA throughout his entire career. Like, I hated this dude when he was on the Jazz. I despised him. I didn't even like him his first couple years in Minnesota, but holy shit, dude, you got to just tip your hat to a performance like that.
And can we give credit to one Ant and one Chris Finch for the culture that our team has? And it's got to the point that it's literally rubbed off on Rudy Gobert. Like, Rudy was like the everyone kind of made fun of him guy. His own teammates didn't even think he was good. Donovan Mitchell wouldn't throw him a lob on a pick and roll. And now Rudy's like talking shit and like acting like he's freaking a dog. I'm like, what is going on? Jaden's dunking the ball and getting in Jokic's face and not caring, saying whatever he wants.
Literally laughing.
Ant is like, this. I say this all the time. My players that have been coached by me are going to give me a little bit of an ick on this, but really good teams a lot of times do take on the personality of their head coach or their best player. One of those two things.
Correct.
And we really have taken on Ant's personality, and really like everybody is on that level of like, we're going to be nasty and we're going to talk shit and we're going to like sometimes have to eat it when we don't back up what we do. But most of the time we're going to back that shit up. We're going to talk shit and we're going to think we're the best. We're just dogs. And I just love it. Love it.
We are quite the opposite of front runners. That's the other thing. The Nuggets, they just have so many front runners on their team, man. Like Christian Brown, Bruce Brown. These guys only talk shit when they're winning and they have a lead and things are going well for them. They're not like the Wolves, who are like always this dog mentality at all times, no matter what. So I just think that really played a factor too, because like you saw it in like the morale and the body language of the Nuggets. Like when they would just get their shit kicked in time and time again, and it just wore them down over these 6 games.
And like a lot of the major players on our team all have a little chip on their shoulder thing. Like Ant, it was 100%. Like LaMelo's better than you. You know, that whole like rookie of the year stuff. Jaden's always been underestimated. Everyone in New York hated Julius Randle. Might have been the most hated man in New York. Reed was a freaking 2nd round pick that nobody believed in. Io, half the NBA writers.
Nas was undrafted.
Yeah. Half the NBA writers hadn't heard of Io at the beginning of the season. Like, it's just Rudy was made fun of and everyone hated him on his own team and his own fan.
No one thought he should have 4 DPOIs.
And no one thinks he should have 4 DPOIs. It's like we all are like that, like underestimated FU, we're gonna be dogs vibe, and we don't care. Like Jaden said it, like I don't care. Like they don't care. Like none of them care about it. It's awesome. I love every second of it.
And it shows like when they're talking about these road games. Like you see the interview yesterday with Ant and Terrence Shannon, they're like, no, we absolutely love playing on the road. Like we love everyone in the building being against us.
Yeah.
It's the best. Like you don't see that. That's not normal behavior. No. Like people, like casual NBA fans, anyone listening to this pod that's more casual, just know you can say that shit but it's way different to say that shit and actually be about it. Those are two very different things.
Everybody says that. Every coach,
Exactly.
every team, like you're not gonna not say that. Like that's what everyone says out loud.
Yeah.
But like you said, doing it and actually showing it is a whole freaking different ball game.
Yeah. And
Also,
I'll
go ahead.
also say, Coach Finch, man, I'm sorry I've given you so much slander because
It's
this dude
about time.
this dude has coached his ass off this playoffs through these 7 games, the Nuggets and the first game of the Spurs. Holy shit! For the most part, like his rotations, everything is on point. My biggest thing is like not calling timeouts strategically. He's actually doing that. In the Spurs game, we had shitty possession followed by getting a stop. What'd he do? He's like, nah, we're not having another stupid shitty possession. Timeout. We got a good look, right? Another stop. Calls a timeout again. He called 2 timeouts in a row in that fourth quarter towards the end when our offense was just like kind of like not really any movement and stuff like that. I don't know, man. Like you said, like you take these teams take over the personality of the best player of their coach, and it's clear that Finch has these boys locked the fuck in. It's clear.
Yeah, and then just like again, unless you got anything else in the Denver series, I'm gonna hop a little bit to San Antonio.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ant's presser after the San Antonio game, just my favorite thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yep.
Just like all he says is like, I sucked in the last 2 minutes. I'm disappointed in myself and my execution in the last 2 minutes. And he was right. Man didn't box out Champagne twice in a row. Twice in a row. So
And a turnover.
A dumb ass turnover. So I just love that man. And I'm picking the Wolves, Bus.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna post game 1 flip like that, huh?
Yeah. And I had some confidence going into game 1 that the Wolves could win. I was trying to keep on my Wolves history of picks in the last 3 playoffs, but we did not play well in that game. And the Spurs didn't
really
either,
don't think so.
Right? Like, not like they played great either.
Yeah,
But
Fox was atrocious.
But I think there's another level for us to go to as well. I think we couldn't freaking make a shot. And Wemby's not getting 12 blocks a game every game as well. So I think there's things on both sides where like that could change. It's just going to be a close series. And I just trust, like, if it's a close series, I trust our mentality more than any team we play. If it's a close series. Like, Oklahoma City's different. It's like, it could just not be a close series at all. But like, if it's coming down to who's winning the games at the end, I just trust the mentality we've shown so far.
100%. And like, I think there's so many more adjustments we can make right now than the Spurs can make. And I'm trying to view that non-biasly, but like just the shit that I saw in that game, I just feel like there's so many more adjustments that we can make to take it to that next level, like you're saying. Whereas like the Spurs, okay, Wemby's going to play that amazing on defense. Then he's not going to have legs, like he said himself in the postgame interview, to score on offense. If he's not scoring 20 plus a game, they are not winning this series. It's just plain and simple.
No,
he has to score.
I agree. And I think both, you're going to start seeing like Wemby and Harper and Castle. This is their first like playoff run. Like
Harper was good in game 1.
What?
Harper was good in game 1.
Harper was good in game 1 for sure. But they're nearing game 90 of their seasons right now. Not a lot of times they've played this many games, So I think like those things are going to be a factor. And their inexperience is going to be a factor. We have been in back-to-back conference championships. We've made runs. We have
means something.
Yes.
That
means something. And I think that's going to matter in this series as well. Especially, again, if it's close, the experience matters and the attitude and mentality matters. And I think we win both of those categories.
Facts. Wemby's going from like 28 minutes a game in the regular season to 40 he played in game 1.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot to put on him. Especially when that 40 minutes, what are we doing to Wemby? We are making him feel us at all times. We are pushing that man around. I absolutely love the physicality that Rudy and Randall played with when they were guarding him. They're like, I don't even care if I get fouls. This dude is going to feel us. We're going to knock this dude to the ground and make him have to get up time and time and time again.
And
Same with
that's
the
why
offensive thing. If you want to block our shit, you got to do it time and time again because we're coming to the rim.
and that's why like, you know, there's a lot of like what's up with the shot selection and getting blocked so much, but I'm with you. I like it. Let's get blocked. Screw it. Like if he's gonna do this for 40 minutes, and by the way, when they took him off the court, we dominated. We
Yeah, we killed them.
absolutely dominated. So I think also good play by Finch immediately putting Terrence Shannon in almost every time Wemby went off so he could just drive the rim and do his crazy speed stuff. Huge credit to him. But that's the mentality thing that I'm talking about. Like, we are not scared of Wemby. We're not scared of
No,
Jokic. We're not scared of Wemby. We're not scared of anybody. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't think we're scared of OKC either, especially after
nah,
we got a shot at them last year. Like,
right.
we're going to come back different.
Yeah, I do think one big adjustment though. We're talking about blocking and blocked at the rim. I would say we saw it a lot more towards the end, but like strategically making sure our shooters push to the corner on drives. You know, like they had a lot of issues when Rudy was out of the game, and it was Randall and Nas because then Wemby had to guard one of those two, both capable shooters. Obviously, Nas is an actual shooter. Randall's capable. Make sure they keep floating to the corner so that you have that skip pass to the corner for a wide open three. Because Wemby's going to have to keep deciding, oh, am I sticking to this shooter? No, most of the time he's not going to stick to the shooter. He's going to help on the driver, which is going to lead to a wide open kick out three. We saw that happen in the game. I think it should be happening more often though. So that would be another adjustment we could go to get even better looks in game 2 and going forward.
Agree. I would love to have Randall pass accurately. I don't know if it's kind of a lot to ask, I will say, with his history. But
Yeah.
and then also I do think like when we get rebounds or when we're, within 3 feet of the rim, like you can't pump fake Wemby.
Yeah.
There's
Those
no going
situations,
up.
please kick it out. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no going up on Wemby and like getting lucky. Like that's like very rare that you're not going to just get your shit set. So like
Yeah.
let's just be a little better on those.
Yeah. I hope Randall learned because
Yeah, like
he was the main one with that.
it's like you're not pump faking him, Rands. I love you, man, but he's blocking you when you're like under the rim.
Yeah. Let's close with the Thunder Lakers. Thunder, they controlled most of that game. They pulled away in the fourth quarter. Um, they're up 1-0 on the Lakers. I picked Thunder in 5. You have Thunder in 7. So let me hear the Lakers case with no Luka.
The Lakers case is win one of the next 2 games, go into game 4 down 2-1 and Luka comes back. That's the case. And then once Luka comes back, I think this team can really compete with OKC. Like the defensive end is going to be hard, obviously. LeBron's going to have to go back to more of that defender style, less effort on offense, more effort on defense if they're really going to win. But I think if Luka comes back, they're capable of doing that and competing in this series. I still think OKC is a better team and going to win, but I do have some faith in the Lakers.
Yeah, they need Luka so bad. I mean,
Yeah.
Reeves as like the primary ball handler and scoring option. That was so tough for him. You could tell, just like throwing Lou Dort, Casey Wallace, all these dudes at Caruso, all these guys on him at all times.
Yeah.
He was so bad last night in game 1. So bad. He was like, what, 3 for 16? Austin Reeves, I think, something like that.
He was not good. I think he'll be better even with those defenders. But yeah, Luka changes that because I kind of like the Lou Dort Luka matchup for the Lakers because I feel like Luka's the one guy that like Lou Dort doesn't really get in his head.
Well, they're talking about the Wolves like that mentality. That's Luka.
Yeah.
Luka's not scared of fucking anybody in the NBA. Not one single person.
No. And
like he views Lou Dort as a cone, probably.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. But that's where like I love that. I love Ant. Like Ant thinks he's better than Wemby. Ant thinks he's better than SGA. Ant thinks he's better than Jokic. Like he just does. And that's what you need to truly win is that true, like, call it irrational or not, like that true belief that you are better and you are going to get it done.
Yeah, we got Bethany call confident arrogance, basically.
Yeah.
You got to be a little arrogant about yourself at the end of the
And,
day.
and especially like, everyone's not going to be Ant that are like Kobe types that I think actually truly believe that all the time. But you at
Right.
least have to be able to get to that headspace when you're playing.
Correct.
Like
Yeah.
that's, you can be different off the court, on the court. Like there's a lot of athletes that have talked about that. I mean, Justin Jefferson, I think, is like the number one person I think of when it comes to that type of thing. But you do have to be able to get in that headspace while you're playing at least.
All right, Spinny, you have any other thoughts about the playoffs? Always get this wrapped up. I do have a Q&A for you.
Mm,
Um, Hardies and Hardos, by the way, by the time you will listen to this, the Wolves and Spurs will have completed game 2, as well as the Knicks and 76ers. This will be releasing on Wednesday morning. So hopefully by the time you're listening to this, the Wolves are already up 2-0.
that would be insane. Go Wolves tonight. I feel like it's been a wild year. I feel like it's going to be a wild finish. And it'll just be very interesting to see like if we get a repeat champion finally, or if there's some real OKC competition, or where it goes going forward. I'm very excited. I think.
Hey, I will say, this man who predicted the last 3 NBA champions using some crazy formula on TikTok, whole bunch of advanced analytics put together, whatever. He predicted the last 3 champs. He has the Wolves winning it all this year based off his formula.
That's crazy. I think the Wolves have a chance against OKC, but that series is 6 or 7. It's going to be hard fought the whole way, Avi.
For sure. All right, Q&A, Spinny. I got to ask it. I have to.
Oh, no.
What do you think about Mike Vrabel and Deanna Rossini's situation, man?
Yeah.
Wow. She's deleted her Twitter.
Don't cheat on your significant other, and if you're gonna do it as a famous person, be smarter about it. I don't know. That's a bad
And
take.
don't incriminate yourself on social media by like posting weird things, like maybe allegedly naming a kid Michael like 9 months after you're pictured with Mike Vrabel in a bar. I don't know.
Yeah, there's some weirdness with all that. Overall, be a good human and
Let's
like
just be smart. Yes, please.
if you got issues, like talk about them before they get to the point where you're having to do
Right.
stuff. Like, I don't know, man. It's tough. I know I'm not fake. Like I know crap happens in the real world, but it's just like, is that really more valuable than everything else you have in your life, your family, your job, the cool things you get to
They
do?
both have kids, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, it's crazy. Like you said, especially do that under the microscope of being famous. Like, you can't go anywhere without someone knowing who you are.
Yeah.
So
No. And just to not get that is surprising, but hopefully it sounds like, Vrabel's trying to, make amends and do what he needs to do. So hopefully that happens and
yeah.
she does the same and they can all, we can get past this. Cause like at the end of the day, it's like, it's nothing like illegal or like whatever, like, but we just gotta like make better decisions and be better going forward for the two of them. And I hope they can get back to what they are good at.
Yep. I feel bad for their spouses and their kids for sure.
Yeah.
To have to deal with this shit and see this shit on like national news and whatnot. Like that sucks.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, of course you had to pull that one out on me, huh?
I had to. Hey man, it's your Patriots, man.
True. Do you think Kawhi's gonna get suspended?
No.
No. I lean on the side of no as well, and like a $50 million fine for the Clippers or something.
Yes.
Gigantic.
Ballmer is getting in something.
Or draft pick forfeiture or something. I don't know. This is
as
crazy.
we know as Wolves fans, you could potentially get stripped to like what 3, 4, 5 first, whatever that crazy shit was. Which they're not going to go that far with Kawhi here, but
yeah, it could be bad. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, if he did it, they deserve that. Like that's the most cheating going around the system thing you can do. Like it's so is what it is. But it also gets done all the time in a way, right? Like
100%.
Morey obviously offered or told Harden, if you sign here for cheaper, we'll give you the max deal after. Like obviously something like that happens. So like
it's always happening.
It's always happening, but it is something we need to put the crackdown on as well.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
All right,
Hardos.
thank you.
128, man. We
128.
finally did it, man. It's been a long time. We will check back in with y'all sooner than this last gap we had for sure. We got to check back in at least at some point during the series or at the conclusion of the second round series when the Wolves beat the Spurs for sure.
Yeah, we'll get you another NBA update. Maybe we'll talk about the Wild a little bit and the ridiculously stupid NHL playoff format, which is been on my soapbox recently. Wild lost game 2 to the Avs last night. Avs, best team in the league. We beat the third best team in the league in round 1 and then have to play the best team in the league in round 2. So super fun, logical NHL decisions. But go Wild, go Wolves. Let's get some playoffs wins coming back here in Minnesota. Thank you, Hardies and Hardos. Hug your friends and family and have a good day.
Appreciate y'all.